Dioses y diosas supremos la tarde. Good afternoon, gods and goddesses. We are on the 45th saga of Intimate with TomBoi. And I'm gonna start out with this one by saying, if it don't apply, then let it fly. I started it out like this because this is specifically for one person. So I don't want y'all to be thinking that I am talking about you. Um, I'm going to talk about some things with the battling on TikTok. All right, something happened the other day, and it actually it inspired this interview with TomBoi. And honestly, I'm going to give y'all probably a bonus one after this one because of that. So y'all going to get probably 45 and 46 today, which is dope. I know we got a late start. As y'all know, I am working on the Intimate with TomBoi erotic. This new one with Tay and Carmen. Okay, bear with me, y'all. Bear with me, y'all. Some of the characters are not in Vegas. Okay, and so because of that, it's gonna take a little bit longer. But be patient. We're bringing it to you. Okay, because hey, we got people in different states. But I'm saying we're just trying to do bigger and better things for y'all. So be patient with me. It is coming. I know y'all waiting, and I know y'all wanna get the continuation of Trophy and Priscilla, but it is coming. Okay, I promise y'all. Once it's done, y'all gonna enjoy it. All right. But back to regular Intimate with TomBoi. um, Basically, what I wanted to talk about is supporting the battlers on TikTok. Now, I do support one person, like but I'm a part of her team. Anybody know Team Aries? You know that's the baby right there. That's the baby right there. So, you know, but if it don't apply, then let it fly. But you know, I got a lot of love and respect for Aries, and what I like about Aries when she does battle, she's not sitting there begging people for money. She's not begging for help or anything like that. If anything, she always says, look, if you just can simply tap the screen, I know if you don't have it, I'm not worried about that. Just the fact that you came to support, right? You know, and so that's why I'm like a part of Team Aries still, you know. And I want to give a shout out to Team Aries just for being real. You know what I'm saying? So she knows this does not apply to her. So she's definitely gonna let this fly because she know I got love for her. But this leads me into my situation on what happened the other day, right? So of course y'all know I've been working on the Intimate with TomBoi erotic for y'all, you know, the erotica stories. And so, you know, I'm back and forth. Shout out to my brother Saint because we are definitely trying to come hard this time. Shout out to Veronica because she's in Atlanta, so we have a 3 hour difference, and she's gonna be a part of this. And so, and then you know, of course, we got Shantae helping out with that, and she's here in Vegas. But you know, everybody's everywhere. Saints in Texas, Veronica is in Atlanta, and you know, B and Shantae are here in Vegas. And so we've been working on this, right? And so we're trying to show y'all, we're trying to bring the story to life for y'all with the promo. So y'all can see who the characters are. And I see y'all do like Tay, that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Tay got some fans, that's what's up. Right. So while I'm in the middle of this, getting this together, you know, I get a message on TT. But I'm in the middle of something, so you know I'm not really paying attention. I'll hop on TT after I finish what I'm doing. And this girl in particular, I'm gonna call her Columbia. All right, that's where she's at, Columbia, right? So she sends me a message, and she says, you know, basically a live of some other girls, and I go to the message of, and I'm like, okay, the girls shouting me out, hey, what up, TomBoi? I'm like, oh, okay, but I leave because I'm like, I don't know them, and I'm like, dope. So that was my response to her, right? And she was like, so you didn't come and support? And I said, I went in there, you didn't hear them shouting my name? And she was just like, no, you didn't come and support the live. when I was battling them. She's like, nobody came and supported her live, and they was sitting them wells and all this and woo woo, and I ain't get nothing. And I was like, my bad, my mom. I said, like, honestly, I probably wasn't gonna send no wells or nothing like that, but I didn't know you were battling, right? So she gets mad at, I guess my response. I'm like, I wasn't gonna send no wells. I was gonna tap, probably send a few gifts, but I wasn't gonna do all that, right? And so she blocks me, right? So she did some punk ass bitch shit. Yeah, I said it. Look, ladies, if it don't apply, then let it fly. Cause look, if you a goddess and if you a queen and all of that, all right. But what she did was some punk ass bitch shit, right? So I blocked her punk ass back, like, no, don't come off of that. Let me tell you something. Look, people come and they support battles and they do what they can. All right. We not here to be paying bills or whatever is going on and all that. We just here to support and have fun, all right? If people sending out wells, that's on them, all right? That's on them. I'm gonna send whatever I want to send. I'm gonna tell you that. Even if I do got well money, I'm still gonna send what the hell I want to send, because guess what? At the end of the day, it's my money. You know what I'm saying? And so, if a motherfucker get on some punk ass bitch shit with me, you know what I'm saying? You can kiss my whole entire fucking ass. Cause look, I'm gonna tell you like this. You ain't my woman. And I live by the 3 F's. If you're not feeding me, fucking me, or financing me, we don't have nothing to discuss. And we definitely don't have no reason for you to be arguing with me. So I'm glad the little punk ass bitch did block me. But I'm gonna say this. Right now, a lot of people is doing a lot of punk ass shit. Right? And the reason why is because money tight, problems going on, they in situations, and all of that, right? Now, I get it, right? So you looking for help, whatever, handouts and all that. Now, if I give a suggestion on how I'm gonna help, you probably ain't gonna like it. Because my way of helping is not gonna be to give you some money. It's going to be to tell you what you need to do, which might be against what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? And so, because I feel like this is what I feel like. I ain't no trick. That's number one. I ain't your boyfriend. I ain't your nigga. I'm a friend. Now, if I choose to send you something to help you out, that's on me. But if I'm doing that as a friend. I ain't doing it as a trick. Don't think you can call me just because I seem like I'm doing okay. Alright? No, that don't mean nothing. I still gotta pay bills just like you do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to do with your situation, like you just ain't got nothing to do with my situation. So don't come at me sideways. We're gonna have some fucking problems. But what I will say out of this whole situation, she was right for blocking me. I'm glad she blocked me. Because she got on some punk ass bitch shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't got time for punk ass bitch shit. Alright? Like I said, look, I might say light, love, abundance, peace, and prosperity. Luis, paz, abundancia, prosperidad. Right? You know what I'm saying? Alright? I might say that. And I do mean that. And I live by that. But that do not mean I will not come up off of my throne. And yes, I will be petty at this moment. Yes, I will. I will go low. And I will go lower than Satan with your motherfucking ass. Because one thing you're not going to do is disrespect me because you in a punk ass situation or you got some shit going on. Alright? And I don't have no problem telling you about your motherfucking self. And after I'm done telling you about yourself, going right back to light, love, abundance, peace, and prosperity. Alright? and I really do mean that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you gotta check people, you gotta let them know what it is, because sometimes people feel like because you are trying to vibrate higher and all that, that don't mean that you ain't gonna get with their motherfucking ass if they try to test you or push your buttons. Can I turn the other cheek? I most certainly can, but if I don't feel like it, guess what? You gonna catch hell. Balance. I still believe in balance. You got the left side and the right side. So, guess what? If you want the left side, come with it. I'll bring that motherfucker and it's gonna be lower than Satan. Like motherfuckers say, play with your pussy, but don't play with me, bitch. Play with your kids, but don't play with me, bitch. And I mean that shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to let people know don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Because people will take your kindness, they will take the fact that you want to be in peace and you want to be in love and all that, and they will try to use that as, oh well, this motherfucker ain't gonna get with me. Nah, look, before I got to love and peace, I wasn't nothing to fuck with, and I still ain't nothing to fuck with. Don't get it twisted. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of people going through stuff. I get it. It's bad out here. Financially, it's bad out here. You know, I had a conversation with a young lady, and I said some real shit. I even said it on a TikTok live before. You know, I talked to a homie about it. And y'all know my lifestyle. Y'all know I've talked about my lifestyle. I talked about like I can't be monogamous, but also I'm polyamorous. And I told the female this. I said, why don't me, you, and a couple females get together and get a crib? And she was like, I'm not in insurance. I said, okay, that might be against yours. But let me ask you this question. You're struggling, right? You got these baby daddies. They not helping you with shit, right? You're trying to figure this out. You need somebody to help you with your kids and all this and this and this and this and this and this, right? Financially, you're not doing well. I'm not looking at this as a sexual thing. I'm looking at this as a financial thing, right? Financial thing. You talking about not sharing. Not sharing. How many baby daddies you had? They had to share you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, this is about finances. Everybody talking about struggling. Look, I told you right now, I ain't trying to pay look, I ain't paying nobody bills. I'm paying my own goddamn bills. Because at the end of the day, if you're not feeding me, fucking me, or financing me, what do we have to talk about? I'm not finna fucking pay your bills. Alright? I did that with my exes. I did that with my ex-wife. Alright? I'm good on all that shit. Now, help, if you want help, that's my solution I'm gonna give you. Me, you, and 3 other bitches get a house together. We're gonna all be together. Is it right? It depends. If you're polyamorous, that's right up your alley. If you're monogamous, it might be against your morals and you don't like it. But that's my suggestion. Now, I know some of y'all like, I do not agree with that topic. And that is fine. Everybody is not polyamorous. I understand that shit. And it ain't saying that you got to be in the house fucking each other either. It's saying, look, most people can afford $300-400 right now to pay a spot. But by themselves, they can't afford $1,800 plus. I find a solution. Whether it works for you, I can't say that. But I'm finding a solution. If you don't agree with that solution, that's okay. You ain't got to agree with it. But you keep on struggling. Because look, at the end of the day, you ain't finna get $1 out of me. And so back to the subject of the matter. If it don't apply, let it fly. Alright? So my whole thing is this. Look. If people are supporting you doing TikTok battles, love them regardless if they throw a well, regardless if they throw 5 roses. That's support, alright? But don't get mad over because they didn't come through. They don't have to. They're not obligated. People got a lot going on right now. Food is high, gas is high, everything is high. People are trying to afford their bills. I know. I work with the auctions and stuff. I see a decline in auto sales all the fucking time, alright? So, my whole thing is this. We just need to focus on how we are going to grow, alright? I want y'all to love one another, for real, okay? And I'm going to bring up part 2, and I'm going to talk about my story on how I got to Vegas. So, y'all look out for 46, alright? I'm giving y'all a bonus today, okay? So, I'm going to say this on this one, in case you don't check out 46. Light, love, abundance, peace, and prosperity, gods and goddesses.
I can do better, I can do better. Hey, yeah. Truly, I can love you better. Truly, I can sex you better. Hey, I can do better. I can make that pussy much wetter. I can fuck you up all night. I can make the temperature rise. Mami rompe sentora. Mami rompe sentora. Suelta la agua aquí, let them juices flow on me. I can do you better, I can do you better. I can make that pussy wetter, I can make that pussy wetter. I can do you better, I can do you better. I can make that pussy wetter, I can make that pussy wetter. So let it drip, let it drip, drip, let it drip, drip, let it drip on me. I can do you better, I can do you better. I can make that pussy wetter, I can make that pussy wetter. Suéltala, mami like yo que sé. I say baby come and try me. You say that nigga don't eat no pussy. Well baby I eat it all day. Mami rompe cintura, mami rompe cintura. Suelta la agua aquí, let them juices flow on me. Tengo apetita por ti mamá. So come here.